It is a Sunday evening in a city. Addy is a middle-aged man who is stuck in traffic. Frustrated at the pile-up of traffic, Addy is getting late. His wife Misha and the kids are coming back from a vacation. She had gone to her mother's village for almost 3 months now. Curses, the train might have already arrived by now. Addy grumbles as his car is still stuck in traffic. Hello listeners, the weather department has said that there will be a cyclone in this city for a week, so expect continuous heavy rains and cloudy weather, the newsreader announces on radio. This is wonderful, it will only make my mood worse, Addy grumbles. As the traffic slowly clears, Addy parks his car near the railway station and runs towards the platform in a hurry. For 3 months, Addy felt at peace at home, but now he is worried, as his wife Misha is returning back with the kids. As usual, she will make the house chaotic. As soon as she arrives, Addy grumbles. Well, at least I will see the kids now, he thinks. Addy checks his mobile. Curses, 5 missed calls from his wife. Oh God, I am doomed now, she will surely get angry, as I am late, he thinks in despair. She will surely make this an issue, and quarrel with me for a few days, he thinks. Addy reaches the train, there is a crowd of passengers still coming out of the train, the kids come out first and hug him. Where is Misha? He thinks and looks to the door of the train. A tall, beautiful woman with thick dark hair comes in front of him. Hey bro-in-law, she says. Addy is surprised. I don't believe this, it is Mona, the cousin of Misha. Goodness, she has grown so tall, Addy realizes in shock as Mona stands near him. Rats, she is taller than me by at least 4 to 5 inches now, he thinks in disbelief as Mona towers over him. Hi Mona, what a surprise, Addy smiles in hesitation. I am glad to see you after such a long time, bro-in-law, Mona smiles. We are sorry to have come visiting you, without informing, she says. What do you mean we? Who else is visiting with you? Addy asks in surprise. It is my mom, she smiles. Oh, your mother Aisha auntie, but that is good news. You both are welcome anytime, what is the need to even inform us? Addy laughs. Aisha auntie now alights from the train carrying a heavy suitcase in each hand. Goodness, Aisha auntie is looking bigger and stronger than before, Addy realizes. Aunt Aisha is the tallest and strongest woman Addy has ever known. Rats, she looks even stronger now, Addy thinks looking at her broad shoulders. But where is my wife Misha? Addy asks Mona. Have some patience bro-in-law, I know you are desperate to see your wife, but don't worry, we have taken good care of her all this time, Mona giggles. Just then, the kids spot some toys in a shop, and start pestering Mona to take them there. Mona and Aisha auntie take both the kids, and enter the toy shop. It suddenly starts raining now, Addy is wearing high-power spectacles, when the water falls on his glasses. Addy removes his glasses to wipe away the water, when a tall lady now stands in front of him. Addy cannot see clearly who it is, as he is not wearing his glasses. The tall lady now comes close and towers over him. Addy, still without glasses, is feeling a little scared now, as he is unable to recognize who it is. Suddenly, the tall lady lifts up Addy easily, in a front lift, in gladness. Addy is in shock. Hey, who are you, and why are you carrying me like this? Addy shrieks, as he is still lifted up by the tall lady. Addy hurriedly wears back his spectacles, and looks at that lady who has lifted him up so easily. Addy is now in shock again. It is his own wife Misha. Misha is standing comfortably, carrying her husband in a front lift, and looking into his eyes with happiness. Goodness Misha, you lifted me up so easily, Addy exclaims in disbelief. Looking at Addy with her big eyes, while still carrying him from the front, Misha is looking more beautiful than ever. Her skin is glowing, her hair has become longer and thicker, she is looking more healthy too. Rats, Misha is looking like a supermodel, Addy screams from inside. Is this really my wife, or someone else, he thinks. Misha is still standing there carrying Addy from the front, and lost in his eyes, when Mona comes back. Mona is pleasantly surprised looking at the scene. Wow sister, no sooner you landed in the city, you wasted no time, and lifted up your husband. This is so cute, Mona says and takes out her cell phone to click pictures now. Lifted up by his beautiful wife in public, Addy is feeling embarrassed now. Please put me down Misha, he asks. No way, Misha replies in gladness, I can't believe that I was able to lift you up so easily, Misha says in happiness and bounces him up, while still carrying him in a front lift in gladness. I am so happy. You came to pick us up wearing my favorite shirt, and the new shoes I had gifted you, before leaving to the village. And this is the first time I have ever carried you, ever since we got married, Misha says in happiness. Let me enjoy this moment, she says and turns round and round, while still carrying Addy. Addy's head is spinning now. After carrying her husband till she is satisfied, Misha finally puts him down. Addy now realizes that even Misha is appearing taller than him. How did this happen? He wonders, and looks at her feet. Misha is wearing a very thin sole shoe. Impossible, Addy thinks when Misha suddenly kisses him on his cheek. I missed you a lot, my husband, Misha says in happiness, and smooches him again on the lips. Everyone is looking at them with surprise. I can't believe this, she lifted me up so easily, that too in front of everybody. Addy thinks in shock. Aisha auntie and the kids are also now back. Addy still cannot believe that how it is possible for a woman to have grown taller and stronger at this age. Curses, I am now the shortest person in the family, Addy realizes, feeling desperate. Addy now notices that Aisha auntie is holding a heavy suitcase, each on her hand. Aunt Aisha, please let me carry the suitcase for you, Addy says and tries to take one suitcase from her hand. The heavy suitcase is too much for Addy, and he drops it on the floor. Goodness, this suitcase is so heavy, I can't carry it, with even both my hands. But Aisha auntie is carrying one suitcase each on her hands, Addy realizes in horror. Hey bro-in-law, you have to drive the car too, leave the luggage carrying work to us ladies, Mona says and lifts up the heavy suitcase. Addy is horrified to realize that even the slim Mona is stronger than him. The rains have stopped now. You all wait near the railway station entrance, I will get the car from the parking lot, Addy says. Hey, bro-in-law, wait, Mona says and comes behind him. Addy and Mona reach the parking lot. The parking lot is flooded with a foot-deep water, thanks to the heavy rains. Addy is about to get into the water to reach his car when Mona stops him. Hey bro-in-law, don't get those new shoes spoiled by walking in the water. Sister will be heartbroken, you'll see, Mona says. Addy notices that Mona has worn a short skirt and rubber slippers. Mona, your attire is perfect for this situation. Can you walk through the water and get the car? Addy asks. Well bro-in-law, I am good in driving motorbikes, but I don't know how to drive a car yet, Mona says. Oh no, how to reach the car now? The water will not subside anytime soon, Addy says. Hey bro-in-law, if you will not mind, I can carry you piggyback to the car, Mona says in hesitation. Addy can't believe this. Are you serious, Mona? You might be taller, but I am almost double your size and weight, Addy laughs. Come on bro-in-law, we girls are naturally capable of lifting heavy weights. Besides, when it comes to lifting family members, a girl's strength magically increases. Don't you know that? She asks in confidence. No way, if Misha finds out that I am making my sister-in-law carry me, she will ground me, Addy replies. Come on bro, is there any rule that a husband should be lifted up only by his wife? Of course not. A sister or sister-in-law also has equal rights to carry him, Mona announces. Impossible, you can never carry me, Addy says. This is a bad idea. Well, let's have a challenge then. If I am able to carry you to the car, you will give me $500, but if I cannot, then I will give 1,000, Mona says. Addy likes challenges, he agrees immediately. The boys always fall for this, Mona thinks to herself with a smile. She gets down into the water and turns her back towards Addy. Quick bro-in-law, get on my back, everyone is waiting, she says. Addy is scared looking at her slim waist, her back looks so fragile. If Mona gets injured trying to carry me, Misha will be really angry, he thinks. Addy fearfully climbs on Mona's back. Mona is patiently waiting for her brother-in-law to put his full weight on her back. Addy climbs on her back and slowly lifts up both his legs. Mona promptly grabs his legs by the knees and has successfully lifted him up piggyback now. Addy is shocked to realize that Mona has actually lifted him up in a piggyback successfully. Lifted up by the tall Mona, Addy is also feeling like he is very high above the ground now. Mona is standing comfortably, carrying Addy on her back, and is also smiling. Congratulations bro-in-law, You are now successfully being lifted up by your sister-in-law, Mona laughs. You know, you are not as heavy as you look, bro, Mona says. Mona now starts walking slowly towards the car, wading through the water. So where is your car, bro-in-law? Mona asks, as she walking comfortably carrying Addy piggyback. Addy is cursing himself now. Darn, I just lost $500, he thinks. Carrying the much heavier Addy piggyback, Mona is now in front of his car. Well, it is decided then. I will babysit the kids all times, but when the time comes, I am qualified to babysit even the father, Mona announces, raising her one hand, while still carrying Addy piggyback in the flooded parking lot. What? Babysitting, children, what are you talking about? Addy asks. Well, bro-in-law, I had agreed to babysit your kids, and help sister Misha, as a gesture of thanks, for letting me stay in your house. But it seems, even her husband needs babysitting from time to time, Mona laughs. Promise me, bro-in-law, you will never hesitate to ask me, whenever you need help like this, Mona says. Addy agrees. Well then, hand it over, bro, Mona says, holding out her palm, while still carrying Addy piggyback. Addy pulls out and places a 500 note from his pocket into her hand. Come on, bro, I was just joking, no girl will want cash for doing something, which is so easy, she says. Addy is in disbelief. Mona laughs, as she is still carrying Addy piggyback. Hand me over the car keys, my brother-in-law, so that I will safely escort you into the driver's seat, she says. Addy reaches out to his pocket and places the keys into her hand. Mona walks to the driver's door and opens it, still carrying Addy piggyback. She now turns around and leans towards the seat. Addy now drops into the driver's seat. Please don't tell Misha about all this, Addy requests Mona. Don't worry, bro-in-law, this will be our little secret, Mona winks. But what about the money you won in the bet? Addy asks. Well, you can repay that in other ways, bro. I will ask for it, when the time will come, Mona winks again. Addy drives the car to the front of the railway station. A group of travelers are struggling to lift up a big heavy metal trunk and place it on a taxi roof. Please allow me to help, Aunt Aisha says. With a grunt, Aisha lifts up the heavy trunk overhead. All are terrified looking at the sheer strength of the tall and strong Aisha aunt. Carrying the heavy metal trunk overhead, she places it on the taxi. The travelers thank her and leave. Darn it, Aisha auntie is a monster, Addy thinks. Addy is driving the car back to home now. His wife Misha is beside him on the front seat. Aunt Aisha, Mona, and the kids are behind. As they reach home, Aisha and Mona get down with the kids. Will you not open the door for your wife, my husband, Misha says. Addy gets up and walks towards the other side, and opens the door of the seat where his wife is sitting. Seeing that nobody is watching them, Misha suddenly grabs Addy and pulls him onto her lap. Misha is smooching the shocked Addy tightly on his lips, while carrying his full weight on her lap, inside the car. Poor Addy is trying to free himself, but Misha is too strong, as she has wrapped her arms around, holding him tightly. Misha is lost, kissing passionately now. Addy is feeling helpless as Misha's grip is tight around him. Meanwhile, Mona carries the heavy suitcases from the car boot to the door and comes back for more luggage, when she is surprised looking at the scene. Misha has grabbed her husband Addy and is carrying him on her lap, while kissing him passionately. Mona giggles, but then coughs loudly. Misha immediately comes to her senses and lets Addy go, feeling embarrassed. Addy had never felt so helpless in his life. Addy and Misha are now in the bedroom. As Misha is changing, Addy is mesmerized by her beauty. Her skin has become creamy and smooth now. Misha was very slim and skinny before, even her bones would be visible then. In fact, she was really weak too. But now, she has a fuller body, and she looks really fit, athletic, and healthy too. But the thing which is troubling Addy the most is, how has she grown so much taller now? Misha now looks into Addy with her big eyes, and comes close to him. Addy is actually getting intimidated by the tall stance of his wife Misha now. Towering over him, Misha gently pushes him against the wall. Looking below at her shorter husband, Misha is now looking at him with a dominant expression. Addy tries to push her away, but Misha grabs both his hands and holds it against the wall. Addy tries with all his might, but he is unable to free himself from her strength. Misha now bends down and picks him up easily into a front piggyback. Darn it, she lifted me up so easily, Addy realizes in desperation. Misha was really weak and skinny all these years after marriage. But now, not only has she become taller, she is even stronger and passionate than me now, Addy thinks in despair. Carrying Addy in a front piggyback, Misha holds him against the wall now. Looking at his eyes with passion, she kisses him on the lips and thrusts her tongue inside. Overpowered and lifted up by his wife, Addy is feeling weak and desperate. What have I done to deserve this? Addy cries from inside, as he is still held up against the wall, lifted up by his strong wife. Hey Misha, can you come to the kitchen please? We need your help. Aunt Aisha calls from the kitchen. Meanwhile, Misha is still not satisfied by lifting her husband up against the wall and kissing him. Feeling distracted, Misha now walks to the door of the room, still carrying Addy in front piggyback, while still kissing him. She now puts Addy down and opens the door. Wait, I will finish the work and come back soon, we shall continue the romance, Misha says and leaves. Addy is in disbelief. No, I cannot handle more of her strength, Addy thinks in fear. The story will continue, gentlemen. Stay tuned for the next episode. Till then, have a good time. See ya.